Hey everyone, today we're going to be talking about something a little bit different, and that's going to be a method for organizing various things, but in today's context we're going to be talking about organizing things like a backpack to make it a little bit more user-friendly. So we're going to be talking about some panels today from Gray Man Tactical. Now, I know that Gray Man has kind of become a cringy term in the business. However, I think it is a very appropriate name for what we're talking about, or at least what this company does, and that is basically make it so you can turn in a standard everyday backpack like this Adidas backpack and make it a little bit more tactical without changing anything on the exterior. So just as a quick glimpse, in one pocket, we can now have something very, very organized like this. So let's go ahead and dive in to what these panels are and how you can set them up to be a little bit easier to use. So this is one of their RMPs, or rigid MOLLE panels. As the name implies, these are compatible with any sort of MOLLE gear, and they come in various sizes. So like this one here would be like a backpack panel size. They also make panels that'll fit on an entire like seat back for like a truck or something like that, which they have really cool organizational stuff for. And obviously it's compatible with MOLLE accessories. However, they do also make a lot of proprietary stuff. So like places to hold the buttstock of a rifle, holster attachments, as you'll see, tourniquet attachments. They make all kinds of stuff that you can bolt directly on here, in addition to just, again, using your standard MOLLE stuff. So let's take another look at the panel that I have here in one of the main pockets and just kind of show you an example of how you could have this set up. So my goal with this was to have a pocket where I knew exactly where everything was. I didn't have stuff shifting around, so that if I needed to grab a firearm, if I needed to grab magazines, a multi-tool, a medical kit, anything like that, I could reach in blindly and know exactly where things were organized in this pocket and keep it distributed in that way all the time. So in the top corner here, we have a Safariland holster holding a Glock Model 45. And let me just go ahead and remove this here. So basically what this allows you to do is hook up one of the QLS holsters from Safariland using these two little attachment brackets here in the back. Basically, I can directly attach the holster to the panel, or excuse me, the QLS system, the female end of the QLS system to this panel, so I can click in whatever Safariland compatible holster I want. So again, Glock Model 45 here, and click it in. Now, the other thing that I usually have in this backpack, especially when I'm going to the range, is a little battle belt, duty belt thing. And what that allows me to do is be able to go straight from this, QLS off that, straight onto my belt without having to take the gun out, change holsters, do anything crazy like that. It all just stays contained and stays covered up in that holster. Here on the side, I've got a couple pistol mag pouches, one of them having an actual extra pistol mag, the other one housing a little multi-tool. SOG Power Lock is still like my favorite multi-tool on the market. Did one of my earliest videos on the channel on that. It's gonna be unrecognizable from my videos today. Down here, I have a double AR mag pouch, just so I can have a couple backup mags, because I will typically either have, again, that battle belt with more AR mags, or I can even have a folded up Beretta ARX 100 in the main compartment in this backpack. And then I've also got a tearaway medical pouch. Again, all of that stuff just being looped in via the MOLLE webbing up here. Now again, you do have a ton of different options though, as far as how you set this up. I could have administrative pockets on here. I could have, again, first aid and tourniquet style stuff attached there. They even make like a fire extinguisher panel for you to be able to attach stuff to. Really, the sky is the limit. And one of the other things I did, so if I lift this backpack up here, I have all that stuff in the one of the big main compartments, and in front of that I have another just blank panel. I have some other stuff in here as well, radio and with my comms hook up there, but I have just a blank panel in this pocket directly in front of it, just to help kind of break up the silhouette of everything behind it, because this might look really cool and low profile and Gray Man. However, if things are draped in a way around this where it's very clearly the butt of a gun in there, that's not going to do me any favor. So having Even in this case, a blank panel directly in front of that just helps break up that silhouette and make it a little bit harder to tell what is actually going on in there. Now, like I said, this is just the tip of the iceberg as far as what these things are capable of. I would encourage you to check out their website or even their social media. They're pretty active on places like Instagram, and they show different setups all the time. If I didn't have such an easily visible from the outside vehicle, I would probably be running one of their seat back panels, and they do actually make covers for them just to make it not glaringly obvious again what all is attached to it. But things like this just make that, you know, gray man backpack EDC lifestyle a lot more user-friendly. Because again, a lot of these backpacks are not meant in a way that most tactical backpacks are, and a lot of us don't want to be carrying around tactical backpacks because it screams tactical, and I probably have valuable stuff in here that you want to steal. Having a lower profile backpack can take some of that attention away, and then again, still with these panels allow you to set it up in a way that is still everything's readily accessible and again reconfigurable. So again, I can open up my main compartment here, pull out my battle belt. I've got my, because of my last range trip, I have my chest rig in here on top. But I can take out my battle belt, strap this thing on, pop my holster off if I wanted to. Depending on whether I already have mags on here, I can take those 2 mags out of the pouch, throw it on here, take that extra pistol mag out, throw it on here, and now I've got a fully ready to go battle belt set up in my backpack without having to have everything attached in one spot. So again, I can just very easily reach in here, grab my Glock 45 out, I can grab my pistol mag pouches. Again, everything is right where I know I left it, which is, I think, again, a very valuable thing. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I should say that I did not pay for these panels. I don't have a direct relationship with Gray Man Tactical. They actually use a third-party company to do this kind of stuff. So that is how I got connected with these guys. So for what that's worth, I didn't pay for it. But again, I have been actively using these things for quite a while now, probably longer than they would have liked before me doing a video. But again, I like really getting familiar with stuff and using it a lot before I actually bring it in front of you guys so that I can speak intelligently about it and let you guys know the pros and the cons. Which, speaking of cons, really the only con that I can come up with for these is the cost. They are not cheap. However, that is kind of the reality of stuff that is made here in the United States. Everyone loves to talk about supporting American employees and American workers and American industry. And then they vote with their dollars and buy things on Amazon and Wish.com and all that kind of stuff. So they kind of speak out of both sides of their mouth. So the reality is, if you want stuff made in the United States by American workers, we are going to be paying a little bit more for that kind of stuff. And I know that there are plenty of you watching this video who do actually think that that's an important thing, and therefore are more than happy to do that as long as you're getting a quality product, which, if this is the kind of thing you're looking for, I do believe this is a quality product. And there are some rip-off versions of this stuff out there, but this stuff is extremely solid, extremely durable. It's basically an endoskeleton for your backpack, which again is nice. Like I said, having this in front breaks up the silhouette of things. And again, this gives you more, I think, utility than some of the other ones out there. Like, I didn't even mention that there's little holes in here and little straps in here, so you can use webbing to strap things in place. You can have shock cord in there to hold random things. You can kind of lash this in wherever you need it. And the other thing is, I still have access to all the other organizational pockets in here. So I'm not removing the utility of the stuff that was already there. I'm just potentially adding utility by being able to attach things like, again, holsters and mag pouches and medical supplies and all that. So if any of that stuff looks interesting, I'll have links to Gray Man Tactical's website down below. Again, it's really worth checking out some of their stuff. They had things in there that I hadn't even considered as a possibility with this kind of stuff. So really, your mind is the only limiting factor. After scrolling through their social media, scrolling through their YouTube channel even, it really just kind of helped solidify what usage I could actually have for these panels. So again, check those things out if that stuff interests you. Now, I do want to also say thanks to my patrons for helping to continue on the channel in the way that it is. Because of that, I post all my content over there early. We also do some exclusive content. We have live streams. We have a Discord server. If any of that stuff sounds interesting, or you just want to financially support the channel, definitely let me know. If you guys want to see a bigger breakdown of kind of a EDC backpack kit, or a more low profile or gray man backpack EDC kit, definitely let me know down in the comment section below. A big part of that is going to be these Gray Man tactical panels, so keep that in mind. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, go and throw those in the comment section down below as well. I'll try to get back to you as quick as I can. I don't always answer everything, but I do read all the comments, so do with that information what you will. But anyway, with all that being said, as always, I hope you got something out of this video, and I really appreciate you watching.